Are your competitive juices flowing for the chance to be the first female president of the United States of America?
You can see why she's an experienced journalist. I've been asked this a million different ways. That was very clever. I mean, I didn't really see that coming.
Radical candor.
Radical candor, yes. You know, I am thinking about all of the choices I face, and I'm trying not to get into the decision-making mode where I'm going pluses and minuses and the rest. I will make a decision.
We have a word cloud. This is, you know, part of our Tumblr. And word clouds are really cool. And they show what people are thinking. And there is very, very large writing that says president. And quite large writing that says America, woman, and Clinton.
Yes.
So,
right.
This is what a lot of people are thinking. And I actually want to bring this up because I want to know whether you are evolving your decision as you talk and have so many interviews, because there was a thing you said to Diane Sawyer about Benghazi, which we talked about. This would make me more ready to run for president. And yesterday, to a Canadian broadcaster, you basically sounded like you were getting a lot closer. You said, we have, us Democrats, a good bench, so to speak, but they haven't gone through the fire. Part of the reason why there's a big drumbeat for me is because I've done it.
Yes.
Are you getting closer?
No. But I try to answer the questions in real time. So when I'm asked, are there other women who could run and be president, I say, yes, of course there are. And I'm very proud of that. But there's a great deal of interest in encouraging me to do so. And I do think part of it is I've gone through it. And it's a very difficult process. I mean, let's just, as I write in my book, when I ended my campaign and then Senator Obama and I began to talk about how I would support him and Bill would support him and what we would do to make sure he was elected, we were both exhausted. I write about this private meeting we had where we both snuck out to have it so nobody like her would know that we were meeting, so we could really clear the air and start a conversation. And we sat across from each other like two awkward teenagers on a date. And it took a while to break the ice, even though I'd known him and I'd supported him when he ran for the Senate, of course. So we began to develop this relationship. But one of the common grounds of that relationship was our common experience running for president.
And finally, we're going to go to our last Tumblr question from Will Jackson. Why run, he says. Why would you run for such a dangerous and very stressful job when you have a precious grandbaby on the way? Retire, relax, enjoy life.
Well, that's on the ledger. Well, and actually, I've said this a few times earlier in interviews. I'm not making a decision in part because I do have this very exciting, life-changing experience coming up in the fall. I don't want to be looking past it. You know, I don't want to be meeting my new grandchild and having somebody calling me and saying, oh, you got to do this, that, and the other in order to make this decision. I'm just not going to do that. So I will make this decision based on how I feel about it and what I believe I can do. But I'm not going to be rushed to do it because this
Really?
Tumblr...
Can I not rush you?
No, this...
Hard choice?
It is a hard choice.
The ultimate hard choice? Grandmother or the possibility of being the first female president of the United States of America?
Well, you know, there have been a lot...
Hard choice.
There have been a lot of grandfathers who've done it.
Precisely.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe it's